to win $1 million. Players will hide inside a luxurious mansion. If they can evade the 1-hour search, they will get the prize money. Both hunters in this episode are Special Forces soldiers. It is extremely difficult to hide from them. For this reason, player number 1 Akun hired a Hollywood special effects makeup artist. Last episode he used this trick and successfully evaded the pursuit of more than a dozen hunters. This time Akun found a tree and dug a hole at the bottom of it. He kept the tree bark to decorate his face. Then he buried his body in the soil and stuck his head inside the tree stump. After the careful modification by the special effects makeup artist, Akun successfully blended in with the big tree. Player number 2 Xiaobai made a garbage cloak instead. He could lie casually in a corner and perfectly blend into the surrounding environment. But the cameraman reminded him that the opponents are Special Forces soldiers with super high reconnaissance awareness. Hiding like this, he would most likely be discovered very soon. So Xiaobai switched to plan 2. He made a garbage hat and then hid himself properly. Player number 3 Arthur, when he was scouting the location, he took a fancy to the wild ponies raised in this mansion. With the help of a trainer, he disguised himself as a saddle and lay on the back of a pony. The most crucial part is, he can ride the pony to move around and stay away from the hunter's activity area. At this point, all 3 players have finished hiding. The 2 Special Forces soldiers arrived at the scene. They planned to start the search from the living area first, but the mansion is very large and there are various vehicles parked in the garage. The hunters checked them one by one very carefully. The 2 hunters quickly searched every corner of the garage. They even did not miss the sewer. This meticulous search method made Xiaobai, who was hiding in the trash can, break out in a cold sweat. It seemed that the opponents would definitely not let this place go. He could only hope that his disguise would work. But after evading one hunter, there was still another one. Only 9 minutes had passed. He was still eliminated. The 2 hunters continued to search other areas of the villa, but this place was still too big. It took the 2 of them half an hour to finally completely search this area, but there was still a large outdoor area left unexplored. To improve efficiency, the hunters split up into 2 groups. Hunter number 1 directly rushed into the small woods. His speed was so fast that even the professional cameraman could not keep up. He had to hand the camera to the hunter and let him film himself. And hunter number 2 also approached the location where Akun was hiding, but his disguise effect was excellent. He temporarily escaped danger. But Arthur on the pony was not so lucky. Hunter number 1 was quickly approaching him. The pony looked suspicious at a glance. Arthur was eliminated immediately. At present only Akun was still alive on the scene. But the hunters, based on the hiding positions of the previous 2 players when they were exposed, and Akun's preference for camouflage tactics, actually deduced that he was hiding in the jungle area in the middle of the map. But even so, trying to find the target in this vast jungle was still extremely difficult. Not to mention that Akun also used such realistic makeup techniques. The 2 hunters could only plan their search route carefully and checked every inch along the way. However, Akun's disguise effect was so good that the 2 hunters passed by him several times. With only a few minutes